George's Marvelous Medicine by Roald Dahl, Chapter 2, The Marvelous Plan. George sat himself down on the table in the kitchen. He was shaking a little. Oh, how he hated Grandma. He really hated that horrid old witchy woman, and all of a sudden he had a tremendous urge to do something about her, something whopping, something absolutely terrific, a real shocker, a sort of explosion. He wanted to blow away the witchy smell that hung about her in the next room. He might have only been 8 years old, but he was a brave little boy. He was ready to take on this old woman. I'm not going to be frightened by her, he said softly to himself. But he was frightened, and that's why he suddenly wanted to explode her away. Well, not quite away, but he did want to shake the old woman up a bit. Very well then, what would it be, this whopping, terrific, exploding shocker for Grandma? He would have liked to have put a firecracker under her chair, but he didn't have one. He would have liked to have put a long green snake down the back of her dress, but he didn't have a long green snake. He would have liked to have put 6 big black rats in the room with her and locked the door, but he didn't have 6 big black rats. As George sat there pondering this interesting problem, his eye fell on the bottle of Grandma's brown medicine, standing on the sideboard. Rotten stuff it seemed to be. 4 times a day, a large spoonful of it was shoveled into her mouth, and it didn't do her the slightest bit of good. She was always just as horrid as she had been just before. The whole point of medicine surely was to make a person better. If it didn't do that, then it was quite useless. So ho, thought George suddenly. Aha, ho hum. I know exactly what I'll do. I shall make her a new medicine, one that is so strong and so fierce and so fantastic, it will either cure her completely or blow off the top of her head. I'll make her a magic medicine, a medicine no doctor in the world has ever made before. George looked at the kitchen clock. It said 10:05. There was nearly an hour left before Grandma's next dose was due at 11. Here we go then, cried George, jumping up from the table. A magic medicine it shall be. So give me a bug and a jumping flea, give me 2 snails and lizards 3, and a slimy squiggler from the sea, and the poisonous sting of a bumblebee, and the juice from the fruit of a jujube tree, and the powdered bone of a wombat's knee, and 100 other nasty things as well, each with a rather nasty smell. I'll stir them up, I'll boil them long, a mixture tough, a mixture strong. And then, hey-ho, down it goes, a nice big spoonful, hold your nose, just gulp it down and have no fear. How do you like it, Granny dear? Will she pop? Will she explode? Will she go flying down the road? Will she go poof in a puff of smoke? Start fizzing like a can of Coke? Who knows? Not I. Let's wait and see. I'm glad it's neither you nor me. Oh, Grandma, if you only knew what I have got in store for you.